Hello, welcome to the third part of the Smash Podcast. We are here with Teczero, and this segment is for matchup advice and other stuff about the pro's main. And Teczero's got like 5 or 6 of them or some shit like that. So yeah, let's take it to him.
Okay, so I guess I'll start with my characters that I play the most, which is probably Fox Sheik. So for Fox, you wanna make sure that you don't get shield grab for the most part. A lot of people do aerials really high or do aerials like not far enough, especially see that. Like a lot of players in Fox Dittos will aerial where the fox is. You should probably aim for behind the fox, because that way, even if he just stays in there and shields, you'll nair through him and he can't do anything.
And he shines.
Yeah, but that was the worst I could ever. Actually, if you're good, I think you could shine before. I'm not sure, but just aim behind Fox. It's worth it, trust me. For Falco, I'm not sure because I don't like that matchup. Let's see. For Sheik, just make sure that you don't want to get grabbed, and make sure you know where you're placing your nairs. If the Sheik looks like they're hungry for crouch cancel grabs, just do exactly the same thing you would normally do, but instead of nair, just do a dare, and then just shine, up smash, or whatever. Let's see. Okay. And, well, I guess I'll get to Sheik, because I know more about Sheik, I guess. For Sheik versus Fox, you want to make sure that you don't get trampled over and stuck in your shield. A lot of times, Sheik players just get overwhelmed, and they sit in their shield and get grabbed a lot. And it's really hard to stop Foxes, but you have a few things you can do, like, if you know where they're going to F-tilt, you can place F-tilts in some places where they want to jump, and if you hit him, they almost always go directly up, and then you can literally just dash in for a grab and start. So, if you can predict where they're going, I think F-tilt really works. While wave dash back, grab, or wave dash back into some aerial or an attack is definitely worth it, because like I said before, sometimes Foxes aim for where you are, not behind you. So if you can get behind, if you can move away from the attack and hit them as a counterattack, that's obviously to your advantage. Let's see. Just don't use too many needles on the ground. A lot of Sheik players do that, and they usually get hurt because all they have to do is jump over it and rape you. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Practice edge guarding. It's probably one of Sheik's very strong points, and it's worth it to understand how to edge guard and a few edge guard tricks. You don't have to be monotone like Mewtwo King, but just learn how to not mess up edge guarding. Versus Falco, it's almost the same thing as versus Fox. Is that basically you're slower. You're fighting a slower character, and you want to utilize out of shield stuff more. And you also want to have to jump. You also are probably going to have to jump over lasers a lot more. So you're probably going to be using Fair and Bear much more against Falco than you would against Fox. Just because against Fox you might not have enough time, but Falco you will. If Falcos go for low lasers, jumping over with Fair is really good, because if you space it, they can't do anything at a crouch cancel, even if they do it. F-tilt works too. If you're really close, and some Falcos will just laser you pretty close, you can trade F-tilt for Fair, F-tilt for laser, which is obviously an awesome trade for you. And they'll probably go straight up like they do against Fox, and you could get a grab in or a dash attack or something. Let's see. Don't challenge Falco's there if you're Sheik. It just doesn't end well. Make sure if you throw needles with Sheik against Falco, make sure you throw more than one, because otherwise it's kind of useless, because Falco's laser will cancel it out. And just when you get pillared by Falco and pressured by Falco, make sure you keep roll as an option you'd use the least too, because I see a lot of Sheiks do that. They use roll as their first means of getting away, and that's what Falcos are looking for. So if you can mix it up, do a nair out of shield, or a wave dash out F-tilt, or Fair, or anything, it'll scare the Falcon into make them think, well, that's not all he does. He might not roll this time, and then, just choose roll as least as possible when you're in a situation. Versus, let's see,
Falcon.
Versus Falcon. Okay, versus Falcon, you have to know when to know how to shield, especially against an air. If you run in and try to shield grab an air, you definitely have to know when to shield, because a lot of times if Falcon spaces you're not going to be able to. Crouch cancel is really, really important in this matchup, because Falcons will probably space their aerials well enough for your shield, but sometimes if you throw an F tilt and you crouch cancel, and they get around it and you get to crouch cancel, you can probably get a free grab, which equals, which is basically what you're looking for in this matchup. Make sure you keep edge guarding simple. And when you try to edge guard Falcon, don't stray away from the edge too far, because you want to be able to re-grab it and still punish Falcon for coming back or whatever. And don't be too reckless with your needles. Falcon especially can rape you if you throw needles bad. So if you throw needles at a bad spot, you could easily get punished. So make sure when you're throwing needles, they're going to probably shield it or get hit. So when you're out of a jump or something, or when they're dash dancing. Okay, Sheik versus Ganon is pretty annoying. You have to play you should probably play pretty defensive, because his aerials are a lot bigger than your moves. Like, his hitbox is giant. So you should probably sit back, throw needles and stuff, and it'll probably get you out of mostly a jam. If you're in front of a Ganondorf that's shielding, and you crouch, it actually covers almost all of his options. If you're actually in front of a standing Ganon and you crouch, he actually can't hit you with jab, F tilt, normal F tilt, or grab. So crouching versus Ganon is very good. It also helps you crouch cancel, obviously, if he hits you with like down tilt. And if you get a grab, you can just chain grab, or you could combo or something. And when you edge guard, make sure you look for Ganon's down B move, because you can get a free hit. You basically get a free edge guard. You can just run out there, just see where he's going to end up, and then just fair him, and then come back to the edge. And then he'll probably have to do it again, and then you do it again. And it's just the same thing. Besides that, I don't really have too much to say about this matchup. It's kind of tricky, because a lot of Ganondorfs are really waveland happy. So you also want to just be careful of his moves. Don't try to challenge his fairs or his aerials, because it's just not worth trading. You just run away. Just play defensive, and that's all my knowledge really to that matchup. I really don't play. My Peach is, when I play Peach, I don't really play. I play kind of awkward. I got a lot of influences especially by Armada, for my help on edge guards and using down tilt and stuff like that. Actually, down tilts because of Christmas. I hate you, Christmas. Let's see. A lot of times, Peaches just try to. A lot of things I don't see Peach do is trap people, and Vance said this a lot of times, and I know he said that because he's like my teammate and stuff. So, but yeah, a lot of times when you use your turnips, don't throw turnips with the intent of hitting people. Throw turnips with the intent of trapping people. Throw turnips, for instance, if you're fighting a fox and that likes to go on the platform, instead of throwing the turnip at the fox, throw the turnip onto the platform. That way, you hit him, and then he'll probably shield or try to run away. Either way, you stop half his movement, or you stop the movement that he's most likely to do. Try to not rely on down smash so much. A lot of people who think down smash is the first option keep using down smash, and it leads to a predictable. And they use it in spots they should never use it in. And I just think that you should, if you explore other areas, you'll find that you don't need down smash as much. You just use it for like a punishing move. Let's see. Bear is so good. Use it. It's so good versus Falco and Falcon. If you're fighting Falcon especially, because if they're coming up from high, you could bear them, and then follow up with another bear, and then they're basically dead.
Yeah.
Huh?
Brinstar is gay.
Oh, Peach. Thank God for Brinstar, because it's the only place I basically use Peach on. Yes. Lava combos are so good, by the way. If you're Peach and you play on Brinstar, throw a lot of turnips onto that top platform, because you're probably going to lose the race to the top platform, but if you have a turnip there, you'll at least have them shielding, and if the lava's all rising and stuff, you could just down smash their shield if at worst, and they'll just knock into the lava and then you get a free hit. Yay, Brinstar tips. A single down smash will break the bubbles. Most people probably knew that. And,
Yeah, I think that's...
and I don't know what else to say, so that's about it.
Thank you for listening to the Smash Podcast. That was Teczero. This is Stabbed by Nipple signing off. Ooh.
I had no idea what to say about it.
Oh yeah, I figured. It's all good.